I've been making a lot of Trump videos recently. I know I've been making a lot of them, but shit just keeps happening, okay? Things continuously happens with Donald Trump. Now, recently, Trump has been, involved in legal issues in New York City, and there was supposed to be a hearing for Trump held in New York. But guess what happened? Them MAGA hitters, the MAGA steppers threatened to blow up the courthouse. Don't believe me? Okay. Shit. Bomb threat called into New York court where Trump hearing was being held. Let me scroll up so you guys can see it. Actually, let me adjust this. There we go. Now you guys can see. I'm sorry. Bomb threat called into New York court where Trump hearing was held. The article says, by Patricia Hurtado, a bomb threat was called in just as a judge in Lower Manhattan was about to start a hearing over a $250 million lawsuit by New York Attorney General Letitia James against Donald Trump. Tuesday's 911 call, 911, my bad, was investigated. The courthouse at 60 Center Street temporarily closed and searched, and the threat deemed unfounded, state court spokesman Lucien Chalfin said. Unfounded or not, the threat for damn sure wasn't unfounded. That threat happened. The threat happened, yo. These Trump supporters ain't playing, bro. These Trump supporters saying Unc ain't going nowhere. They not letting Unc go to no type of cell, no type of fingerprint, no type of nothing. I ain't gonna lie, Trump in a jumpsuit would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. But, the bomb threat, bro, this is real. This is real shit. These people are genuinely preparing to either deliver Trump an extremely vicious legal L, or they're planning on arresting this dude. So the article continues to say, the building featured in the opening footage of Law and Order is where state civil cases are heard. James sued Trump and his company and 3 of his children in September for allegedly inflating the value of his real estate company's assets. The New York Police Department said in a statement it had an increased uniformed presence throughout the city and stressed that there are currently no credible threats to New York City, but that it remained ready to respond to protests and counter-protests. Law enforcement is on alert as a state grand jury and a separate criminal investigation examines hush money payments Trump allegedly directed to be made to the porn star Stormy Daniels during his 2016 presidential run. Trump, who has denied any wrongdoing in either matter, predicted on Saturday without evidence that he would be arrested Tuesday. But we all know that didn't happen because Tuesday was yesterday. He's still free, He exhorted his supporters. Hold up. Because this article, I don't trust this lady. The title of this article is wrong. Let's see what exhorted means. Hold on a second. Google. Exhorted. Strongly encourage or urge someone to do something. Okay, she's good. He exhorted his supporters to protest and take our nation back. New York State Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron, who is presiding over the James litigation, dryly noted, as if this case wasn't interesting enough. So, the boy Deontay Crunk, Donald Trump, is fighting so many legal battles, it looks like this nigga's about to drown in paperwork. It looks like Trump is about to be in 20 different handcuffs. With the amount of cases against him, I don't even know if they'll be able to fit him in. The amount of, they're trying to bury this nigga legally. You got civil suits, legal suits, criminal case. What the fuck is going on with Donald, bro? And it's all happening at the same time. This is not by mistake. I don't think this is by mistake. And I'm by no means some Trump supporter who believes there's some sort of conspiracy against Donald. But I do believe that there are powers that be that are very upset with Donald. I wonder what he did wrong. And they're timing all of this perfectly right before this man can run. It's 2023. Y'all think Trump is dealing with this shit right now by accident? They're doing whatever they can to fuck him up, and it's working. Now, in regards to what will happen if they successfully arrest Donald Trump, let's keep something in mind. Donald Trump's supporters are very, very, very volatile. As we saw with January 6th, they raided the Capitol building and desecrated it and destroyed it. Doo-doo everywhere, piss all over, vomit all over, corpses, a few of them. Trump supporters have shown that they're about it. They're really about that life. You push them to that point, they're gonna ride. If nothing else, they're gonna ride. I think that arresting Trump is a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea for now. Now, of course, no one is above the law. No one is above the law. So I don't think that arresting Trump in general is a bad idea. Like, what are they like, how else are they gonna, if Trump definitely committed a crime with the whole Stormy Daniels, election funds, payment, whatever, if he genuinely committed a crime, of course, Trump has to, like do some time. But right now, they need to figure out a much more creative way to punish Donald, because when they put real life handcuffs on Donald J. Trump and genuinely lock his ass up and put him in one of them orange jumpsuits the same color as his skin, I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna be warfare all in New York City. Warfare. It's gonna be all type of fighting. I'm telling you, bro. It will. Trump supporters you didn't even know existed are gonna come out the woodworks in New York City. I know everyone says, "Oh, New York is so liberal," and blah blah blah. I don't know, bro. I think New York is gonna be in for a serious surprise when they really lock cuffs on Trump. Now, what I think is going to happen, and I'm not advocating for this, but what I do believe is gonna happen, is that they're gonna realize that the risk of danger is just too high. It's just too high. So what they're probably going to do is, instead of arresting Trump and taking him to a real correctional facility, they're probably going to do him the same way they've done other people in Trump's camp who have been arrested and sent to jail. Because yes, Trump has ex-convicts amongst his ranks. They weren't convicts before, but after dealing with Trump and getting involved in his political campaign, a lot of them ended up committing mad crime. I don't know how... I don't know what's going on with Trump. I don't know what kind of gang he's running over there. I don't know what kind of YSL shit Trump got going on. I don't know when Trump decided to become Jeffrey, but a lot of people around Trump have been arrested and sent to jail. Cohen, his lawyer, went to jail, or if I recall correctly, house arrest. Jail, then house arrest. Then there were some other people around Trump who went to jail. Some other folks who got caught up and got convicted. A lot of people in Trump's camp and circle have been caught up with the law. You would have thought Trump was a member of a rap group with the amount of folks that have had shackles put on them as a result of being around him. I'm just saying. So what I think is going to happen is they're more than likely not going to send Trump to jail. I don't think Trump is going to Rikers, bro. I think Trump is probably going to be on house arrest, which will probably drive him crazy. But still, Trump is more than likely going to be on house arrest. And in my opinion, that is probably going to drive him so insane that he probably tanks himself. He probably tanks his own campaign from home. He's going to say something so wild and out of control on Truth Social once he's on house arrest that I don't think he'll be able to recover. Now, Trump needs to be worried first and foremost about his legal battles right now. Because I believe, and I'm no political expert, I'm still learning, I'm still getting into politics and watching more and learning more. But I do believe that the Republican establishment is tired of this orange nigga. They're tired of his ass. They want him out of here. They're tired of him, that family, all of that. They want him gone. Like I said before in the other video about Trump, Unc got all type of folks in the Republican Party down bad. When Unc came in the game 2016 talking about, I'm running for president, how many careers did he go to? How many careers did Trump absolutely destroy by just running for president? Rubio up in smoke. Ted Cruz, he made Ted Cruz look like a bitch in front of the entire country. Trump over there violating his wife. A few years later, Ted Cruz talking about some vote for Donald. He got Ted Cruz looking crazy. Rubio down bad. Who else? He violated Jeb Bush. Violated him. Jeb Bush will never be able to run for president again thanks to Trump. And all he did was call him names. Trump violated everybody running for president. Every single one. He violated everybody in the worst way. I have a hard time believing that DeSantis and many other people in the Republican Party aren't looking at Trump like, you've been really, really great and all, but, we're going to have to let you go. And I believe that there are many people within the Republican establishment that are looking at what's happening to Trump legally and are thinking, thank God. Whew, we were wondering when this guy was going to go. Trump doesn't look like he has any ailments. He looks relatively healthy. He's not, going senile like someone we all know who happens to be in the Oval Office. Trump seems to be doing quite well health-wise. He doesn't have any gang beefs, no ops trying to kill him as far as we know. Nobody, he doesn't have an arrest warrant out for his, but they won't, he'll be okay. That's the worst, right? Arrest warrant sent out by Iran, no big deal. Trump definitely needs to be concerned about people in the Republican establishment smelling blood. Because if I'm them, I am happy. If I'm an establishment Republican, I am happy to hear that Trump is going to get locked the fuck up. And actually, now that I think about it, it's a gamble. Because if Trump gets locked up and MAGA supporters lose their mind and show their ass and commit acts of violence again, the Republican Party is going to lose unbelievable amounts of good standing in the eyes of the American public. That's a possibility. See, the Democrat Party never really, no protesters on the behalf of a politician's campaign did anything in terms of like violence. BLM and Antifa and stuff, they've gone crazy. But Biden supporters never went crazy. Hillary supporters never turned the fuck up and went crazy and started, sliding on the ops and all type of fuckery. Trump supporters have slid for Trump. Trump supporters have stepped for Trump, as we saw January 6th. As we've seen before, Trump supporters are ready to go, ready to step for at all times. We know this to be true. So what I'm looking at is the Republican establishment, they've got to be torn. Some of them have to be smelling blood, and others had to be sitting there like, fuck. Because if Trump gets arrested and starts facing serious legal consequences, it does open up room for DeSantis and other Republican candidates to kind of make their way and try to recover from Trump absolutely obliterating their careers. But on the other hand, if the MAGA base loses their mind and acts crazy for a second time, it's going to be very hard for the American public to take the Republican Party seriously. The Republican Party is going to have to distance itself from MAGA if MAGA doesn't play this right. Because see, MAGA and the Republican Party ain't the same. We all know this to be true. If MAGA loses their minds when Trump gets arrested, the Republican Party will have to separate itself from MAGA. And then you're going to have two sides of the GOP trying to destroy one another. Who wins? Biden and them. I don't know about y'all, but I'm low-key kind of tired of Biden. I don't really trust him. I don't trust his cabinet. Biden has yet to visit the spill in Ohio. Well, actually, never mind. They told him not to even go and then lied about it. But yeah, the reality of the situation is, if I'm Trump, I'm stressed the fuck out. If I'm Donald Trump right now, I am stressed the fuck out. Trump is an old man. He's geriatric. The nigga should be sitting back in a house in Florida, rocking in a chair, watching his grandkids play in the fucking grass, not fighting multiple legal battles, fighting RICO, fighting all type of fuckery. Like, bro, like, this is not the way to spend your 70s. How old is Trump? Hold on a second. This is not the way for a man to spend the last years of his life. Trump age. This nigga is 76, and this is what he doing with his life. Lord have mercy, bro. Trump is something else, bro. I give him props. I couldn't be 76 years old running for office, bro. I couldn't be 76 years old fighting the powers that be and got folk trying to lock me up and take $250 million from me and all type of craziness. My black ass is 76. I'm either dead or rocking in a chair watching my grandkids playing in the grass. You ain't catching me fighting no type of political, legal, none of that. None of that. At 76? Right. Absolutely not. So we'll see what happens with Trump. He's fighting so many battles on so many fronts. I don't see how he's going to come out of this unscathed. Every time you turn around, it's something else. We'll see what happens with Donald, bro. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.